This season, they've completed only 2 passes. The staff will tell you that if they're needing to complete passes, something's wrong. They prefer to keep it on the ground all afternoon. They start with a straight-ahead run, and bouncing away from the Ohio State defenders is Darnell Woolfolk for a first down up to the 36-yard line. The pass, they've been stout against the run, a lead up front. New fullback into the game here, it's Kalen Holt. Bradshaw gets popped as he lets it go, and Holt forward for a gain of 3 with Denzel Ward.
A lot of times they're not going to have the greatest size, they're not going to have the greatest talent, but if they focus on their job and their execution, they can stay in ball games.
Down, it's Holt again slipping for a first down into Ohio State territory. A play clock down just about every snap today. Kalen Holt again into the teeth of the defense, keeps the leg driving for 3. Had the ball for 21 of the 30 minutes. This is what they do. Andy Davidson's first snap at fullback. This play's headed backwards. Kel Walker gets clipped down for a loss of 1. Unable to get outside. Damon Arnett made that the case, and it's 3rd down and 8.
And that was a better job by Sam Hubbard, but what really impressed me was Sam Hubbard, top of your screen. What really impressed me was cornerback number 3, Damon Arnett. He's going to come in at the end of this play, going to come up and make the tackle. These cornerbacks, they've got a tough duty today. They're in one-on-one coverage the majority of the day. They have to be extremely disciplined with their eyes, not keep them in the backfield, and make sure they're responsible for the man they're supposed to cover.
And facing Army receivers, not necessarily you're too worried about blowing by you, but that are brought to Army to be blockers. On 3rd down, it's blown up. Chris Worley, the 5th-year situation, but replay officials deem that it wasn't clear enough. So it stands, and Army begins the drive of the 20 with a run for Darnell Woolfolk. Army had some momentum on its first possession, but the drive ultimately stalled around midfield. On 2nd down, Bradshaw gets tackled for a loss by Nick, and Luke Langdon comes in. On 3rd down and 10, he's feeling pressure, hit as he throws, incomplete. Jerome Baker punished him.
The last 3rd down, we saw Greg Schiano bring in a blitz. Jerome Baker was there with Chris Worley. This time we see number 17, Jerome Baker once again. Right through the A-gap, no one there in Army's protection scheme for him. And right now, the biggest surprise is me hearing the coaching staff and the players talk about the fact they didn't watch any Ohio State film coming into it.
Straight ahead they come with Woolfolk, and he gets a few. Now his 2nd year as the D coordinator here at Ohio State. They flip this one on the edge to Kel. Gets some room, and Kel Walker out across the 25 on a gain of 26. No fullback in there on this first down play. They flip it to Jordan Asbury, the Ohio native, running for.
Kenny Hill looks to be on the right track.
Again, no running back behind Bradshaw. They fake the toss, and he looks to throw, floating it on the wheel. It's incomplete. Coverage from Damon Wood into a more traditional flex bone offense here. Woolfolk back in the game. He has it straight ahead. And on a gain of 3, it'll be 4th down and 2 with a stop from Jerome Baker.
Warmed up. How do you get ready for your series if they don't convert?
4th down and short. Woolfolk straight ahead for an Army first down. Down from the 41. A toss play. John Trainer hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets only 1. His job is to make sure you don't. 2nd down. They boot Bradshaw. Across his body, has a first down.
Now Army starting to get on a roll.
Again, it was against the pass that Ohio State's been shredded the first 2 weeks. Worst in the country, giving up 400 yards per game. Bradshaw keeps off the right side with a solid first down gain of 8. Chicago, his mom and his grandpa on his dad's side talked him into going. Hands it off to Davidson, who moves the chains again with a gain of 2. He's sticking this formation that they've debuted on this drive without a true fullback. And Bradshaw looks to throw again with a man running free. A diving knock away. What a play by Eric Smith to keep Army from a touchdown.
Well, this is where Army can be dangerous in the pass game. You see how the skill is able to overcome being out of position. Look at Eric Smith. He's tracking it the entire way. Now, maybe if there's a little bit more on the football, it's a different end result. Once again, you see Kel Walker finding his way down the field. And Eric Smith was really the last time we saw Kel Walker.
On 2nd and 10, Bradshaw with a blocker in front, stumbled, got a few. They're down 7. Bradshaw keeps, sticks his nose down, fights his way for a first down.
They take a lot of time in between plays. Sometimes he runs so much he needs to catch his breath.
Hands it off to the fullback Woolfolk on first down. That's as fast as we've seen them go.
2 weeks suspended from the team. Now back. He's a big play wide receiver for Army.
To the bottom of the screen here, they run the option away from him. Bradshaw with a minimal gain with a tackle from Chris up for this 3rd down play. It's a toss, and Kel Walker has a first down inside the 15. Army trying to cut this deficit in half midway through this 2nd quarter. Woolfolk slips through inside the 5, and it's 2nd down. On a drive that started at the 1. 2nd down and 2 from the 3. Woolfolk straight ahead. Army goes 99 yards for the touchdown. And 3 times, and Hopkins came in off of the bench for 1 throw. Got all 3 timeouts as they start this drive. He tries to go out the back door and gets driven down for a loss. Jerome Baker on a loss of 4, 2nd and long.
They tried to send up the quarterback counter run from under center, but Ohio State brought up pressure, and Jerome Baker was able to clean up from the backside. Last week didn't have a great game, responding early.
Option play. Bradshaw keeps back to the original line of scrimmage.
Toth playing over at that tight end position.
3rd down and 9. They go straight ahead. Bradshaw keeps it and stopped just short. Good tackle by
Brett Toth, tackle, now playing tight end.
And a whistle before the snap, and it's a good thing that they took the timeout.
They flipped the formation from how they came out in the previous play before the timeout.
Option play. Bradshaw's got a first down crossing midfield for that. Down to a half minute. Bradshaw steps up, lets one fly, nowhere close over the head of Kel Walker. On 2nd and 10, Bradshaw only going to get a short gain. Jordan Fuller. All right, so see what Army goes with here. Trying to get lined up with 5 to snap it. Walker's the fullback. Takes it on a toss play. Kel Walker inside the 45.
Coach, take as much time spending with the special teams units, really breaking down minute details. Even Greg Schiano was over there as well, really paying attention to that group.
So here we go. The 2nd half begins with this game probably closer than a lot of people expected it to be at this point.
So far today, too.
You notice Greg Schiano on the sideline. He's been in the booth previously. His first game on the field today. Here's a first down run for a short gain. Let's check in again with Bruce. Out there for the first possession of this 2nd half, which has moved into Buckeye territory. Again, right downhill they go. This time Andy Davidson. The whistle finally blows on a gain of 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd per game coming in, averaging almost 5 per carry today. On this one, they only needed 3. They got more, and a first down with Andy Davidson. Those 4 primary fullbacks and then several slot backs. Bradshaw's first carry of the 2nd half goes for 2 with a tackle from Denzel Ward.
Tough couple weeks.
400 yards per game over the first 2 weeks against those quarterbacks. Woolfolk downhill. He gets 4 or 5. And on 3rd down and 3. Woolfolk again straight ahead. And it looks like he may have it. Controlled that clock. 21 of the 30 minutes in the 2nd half they had it. Brett Cooper's first carry doesn't go for much. 2nd down and 9. The 9th play of the drive. Woolfolk downhill into the arms of Borland again. Already some big plays in this one for him. Bradford keeps it, gets it outside to Walker, who's shut down by Damon Webb and Jordan Fuller. 4th down.
As a safety against the triple option, you have to have tremendous eye discipline. Jordan Fuller, Damon Webb coming from the secondary to step up and make plays. They're going to be responsible for the pitch man. And you can see Fuller getting past the wide receiver Webb on top of his assignment. That's solid, sound, fundamental football from the Buckeyes.
Which brings out, that's the 2nd touchdown saving play of the day for Eric Smith. The other one fully extended, breaking up a pass that would have been a touchdown early on. Good field position from the 44. Woolfolk straight ahead, and he's close to a 1st down. Woolfolk short gain, 1st down.
Kind of going the way that Army would draw up really when they came in. They ball control, no, don't turn over, don't make mistakes.
A pass here into double coverage and incomplete. As Ward and
Same page.
2nd down 10. It's Bradshaw for a gain of 4.
It is exhausting.
3rd down 5. Army trying to take advantage of the good field position on the kick return. The ball comes out and Ohio State has its first takeaway of the day. Kendall Sheffield falls on it.
One of the biggest keys is getting penetration and messing up the mesh point of the triple option. Watch as Bradshaw steps back, puts the ball in Holt's side. It looks like he wants to keep it. Holt's thinking he's going to give it to him. He tries to hang on and ends up popping out.
That's the thing about the triple option. There's so many moving parts, so many areas where you can put the ball on the ground. Army's done such a great job so far, but this little bit of indecisiveness right there cost them.
So Army turns it over for the first time today, and Ohio State, which scores on its 2nd play of the 2nd half, has it back quickly. On the 25-yard line. Bradshaw going backwards. Lost a few on that first. Normally they do. Only 7 losses in the 6 seasons under Urban Meyer. So, of course, the reaction is going to be what it is. But Ohio State fans,
first year where they couldn't win the Big Ten, couldn't go to a bowl, they go undefeated.
Bradshaw strung out and driven down. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Those guys are still trying to be a quarterback. They're not in that position to command quite yet.
Final minute of this 3rd quarter. Bradshaw headed out the back door. Driven out near the 1st down marker. Big hole on this handoff, Randy Davidson, and he gallops his way across the 40. Up to the 47 on a option to the short side. Bradshaw hemmed in, gain of 3.
That's a very jam-packed schedule for these young men.
Bradshaw gets a yard here. Boland another tackle.
To go play for Army.
Yeah, outside linebacker. He's been a starter all 3 years he's been there. John Trainer upended on a gain of 2. Bradshaw cuts it upfield and gets a 1st down over the 40.
Production out of it.
Andy Davidson. Short gain. Game break, Greg Wolf.
Unbelievable, especially with all the players that they have out still suspended. Felipe Franks, redshirt freshman, making a name for himself.
Tough Borland. You could say the same about him as this game has gone on.
Much of today.
Employed it against Buffalo quite a bit last week. Bradshaw completes his 2nd pass of the day. Kel Walker makes a couple of men miss and taken down near the 30.
On 4th down.
Which they look at again here and will throw. Walker was wide open and he overshot him a decade ago.
Head coach Tom Herman, he's got a 6-0 record versus ranked opponents. That's also on the line to see if he...
Donald Jones, USC's dynamic running back. His running back coach, Dylan McCullough, who, by the way, is a Kevin Wilson protege. They were together at Indiana. He told us
he's done that ever since. So he's got to keep your eye on, too, for the Heisman watch, especially as USC continues on this season.
Not much doing on 2nd down.
He's largely the reason for that.
They're down 13. Langdon into the short side, turns it upfield and flips it, losing a couple of yards. Time for a game break.